So what I have to explain about the big house right here is that like once you tell me that I'm Willy Wonka, I'm like, oh, maybe like I do Willy Wonka type things. Like maybe like I could have been Willy Wonka in a past life. Like it's like a logical thing for me. Like I would be Willy Wonka. People take a lot of liberties with stories, and like you can assume that the Oompa Loompas are the ones singing, but what if Willy Wonka is the one that sings? I've only seen the old Willy Wonka, but I am like a permanent kid probably because like I never got to be a kid because I was an adult as a kid, and that's why I was always a kid adult. But I have to figure out the big house now because like I don't know, like you have to have a story just in case you go into hiding and you become Willy Wonka. You can assume people are accepting of you and other girl and Rainbow Satanica, but that's not always the case. And so you kind of have to have a way of explaining it. So what you can do is have three houses, but then like I think if you're gonna honor the tradition of being an Illuminati poor person, where like oh man I have no money, but then you're like the richest person ever, you can have a crooked house. Because my next door neighbor used to have a crooked house. Like you think that like I'm stealing from Willy Wonka? Like literally my next door neighbor's house was crooked. I found his baby wandering in my backyard, like he's just crying and lost. I grabbed his baby, went to his front door. He was like, "What the fuck are you doing with my kid?" And I was like, "Your kid's like in the street, man." So like people do have crooked houses, but like if you have a crooked house, like it will get condemned. So you have to make sure that you have a crooked house that you build in order to like counteract the crooked house. But like if there are three houses, then you can explain it. Like there are three houses, like where we you don't even know what's going on with us. We can tell you whatever we want. But this area, like I feel like you never know what it's like. So I got inspired by this, but I feel like building arches like that's hard. But like you never know, like people have done it before. Clearly, like they can do it again. But like the arches, like that could be like its own like part of the building. But then like but then the houses like are like I mean clearly we can use steel and stuff like that. And there's no water, it's easier. But there's a retaining wall clearly, like if you're on the side of a mountain. But I don't really know how to do it. Like I do have like this back patio area that's under with a back patio area, and the plan was to let the employees enter through the back patio area because this is the actual house. That part, like I don't even know what that is. That might be like for like the like 16-year-olds. Like you're doing good. Like you can go live in there. Like since you're not going to college right now, you get your own house. But it's crooked, and there's a house going through it because like it's a house, but like there's a house that's going through it, and your house is leaning on the other house. But I'd also be like, I'm allowed to go sit there. Which like, are you really giving them the best area? You're probably not giving them the actual best area because like you can always go down here and like I mean you can like that. I feel like this is an employees area. I think everyone wants to figure out how to do gaudy, and like the reality is that like he doesn't do balconies for a reason, and it's because like he's all about like how cool it looks from the outside, and it's hard to like say like I don't want it to look that cool from the outside because like I do think that like the town gets to see the house gets to see the town, like it is part of the like town that you see the house, but like is it like really that good of a house? Like I might have done a bad job designing it. I mean, this part like is like just being like, yes, that's what I can do. Like, I mean, I think that was probably a very long process making that happen. But the only reason I think this is like a good, somewhat of a good concept is because like it's all about the view. Like this is all about like you can go chill here, you can chill here, like you can chill there, you can chill there, because like the house is like a house in Colorado like is not a yard. Like it's like a back view. Like if it's like a luxury house. But that doesn't mean you can make like the crazy ass arches. All right, this was not actually funny, was it? I think the problem with doing architecture like this is like you got to figure out how to do the windows if they're not like straight windows. And like when because I was looking at the town and I was thinking like I do kind of look like that the town's messed up. Like I almost kind of like that the windows are like they're not the right size. Like some are big and some are small and they're like not straight and they're like wiggly. And like but like and you can do that like you have to like cut the windows and then you have to build the frame, I think the wood frame, and then like you have to install it like after you've already cut all the wood and you know exactly what you're doing. And like I do think it might that like I've never seen someone do that, like do like a child drawing house style. I mean it might look better if it's not a child drawing, but like I mean like it might also not look better if it wasn't a child like drawing thing. I don't know. I mean, it would match the town though, and then it would be like, hey, town people, I'm just like you guys. Sure, there are little people here, but like there are little people all around town. They don't all live in my house, and they're not all the same person.